Hello, how you doing? How you guys doing? Oh, where's my chat? Hang on. I forgot the... Why is it over here? Let's go over there. Welcome! Vital, Bridgewater, Cody, Jojo. Just talking to a new friend, getting out of duty version. Well, hello. How you guys doing? M to the M, how you doing? Where's your new stuff? What new stuff? I don't know what you're talking about. Show thing a riot. Well, I mean... It's not really the show. It's more of something to listen to, actually. So this is, This is, some of the music I actually had, commissioned. Yes. These were RTX for the music? So, there's a few tracks, actually. Everything needs more RTX. So, here's the title screen. I'll get that in a second, who composed it. Because I will be putting him in the credits here. I think I'm going to start with that. So this is, let me turn it up a little bit. There it goes. So this is, title screen stuff. That's actually probably too loud, isn't it? Neither, actually. Neither one of those guys. One of the, I have two, what's it? In-game tracks. Did you know? So this is the first one, that was, playing when I started up. I don't have it on, I don't know. Link it on, Frank Face or whatever. Then there's this one. So I figure I'll do like I'll look at the level seed. If it's odd or even, I'll choose one of them. What's the time there? It's midnight. 7, 8. Goodness gracious! It is 6:30 p.m. where I am. What are you doing awake? If you have school at 7 in the morning tomorrow, goodness gracious. So yeah, so this is the second track. Wait for it to finish here in a second. Yeah, so I got a hold of some guy on Twitter that actually has done a few a few other things as well. Let's see what else they're working on. Hang on. The Hunter games in the full, the upcoming full quiet. Yeah. So let me get a look at this guy. Hang on. So this is the guy that put together the music for me. Frozen Circuit, how you doing? Greetings. Last day of school, I have to bring back a server because I borrowed it from school. They let you? Or did you borrow it from school? So I can only need 4 hours of sleep. I cannot function on 4 hours of sleep. It just does not happen. Yeah, so we'll be putting him into the credits here, replacing the Bob in there. I might actually work some of how the credits work, by the by, but we'll get there. Very tired from coding. That's fair. I'm doing all right. I always borrow things from school. Really? I just borrow. So there's one last thing. There's also the game over. Crappy server with 16 cores, 32 threads, 12 gig of RAM, and 80 gig hard drive. So we're just sitting in the inventory for years. Really? Trying to code in a hospital. But yeah, so now I have to fix my sound engine. Number one. I don't think I'm gonna start on that tonight though. I'll get to it later tonight. Or I'll try and start up doing that later tonight anyway. 'Cause I need to still figure out like how it's still broken. So that'll be fun. But I figure anyway tonight I can start by dropping his name in here. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna start other music though, so I don't go insane. But I mean, I'll do it eventually. But you know, I'll get there. What, JoJo? If sick equals false, right? This one life hack. Doctors hate it. Oh, I need to get rid of that. And that. Everything else is good. Okay, we're good. Well, that's not necessarily good, but thankfully it's off screen. Okay. Where am I? No way. Okay. Believe in me, in the me that believes in you. Yeah. Read some more drama about the Scanlan. That drama is, oh my goodness, it's so stupid. It's so dumb, and I hate it. And it's just like they're all freaking children. That's all. That's what it boils down to. That they're all children. Yeah. What was I just about to do? I just. Oh right. This is okay. Yeah. I remember now. It's gonna be this over here. And I'm gonna be adding some more stuff in here that's going to probably break things, but whatever. Blank group before music credit. Special thanks to music. First row, second row. Ignorant byte from there. Yeah, that was very mean. I can't read much about the, what do you call it, scan people? Or like the one that did, I forgot. Hey Trixie, how you doing? The TS Just, how you doing? Welcome. Yeah, right. I am doing fantastic today. Fantastic. Yeah, for those just coming in, I did, excuse me, I did finally get some music that I had commissioned. So that's not what you're hearing right now. You know, yeah, I'll just play it for a little bit. So pause that. Yeah, 10 minutes. This is not very long. Not very long at all. So yeah, this is. Turn down a little bit though. So this is one of the tracks for the game. I'll just leave it going. Screw it. Turn it down a little bit though. There we go. Yeah. I don't even know the tune. Yeah, I've only been up there for like 10 minutes. It's actually pending, JoJo. It's actually pending. That was like another thing that I forgot to mention too. I do have some more emotes that are pending. There's that one, and then there's that one over there. Yes, Vital also did these for me as well. I just uploaded them like, I don't know, an hour or so ago, so they're not going to be up tonight. Am I going to speed up as the game speed increases? Well, the game speed doesn't change, so no. You're supposed to pay attention. Come on. Yeah. There you go. Damn Twitch. Yeah, right. Oh goodness, I zoomed in this screen over here, and it zoomed in my dashboard over there. Firefox, why? I have a jump sound effect that I might nuke. I might just get rid of. We'll see. I don't know. It is, yes. I had to put one. Well, I had to put one of them as tier 3, and I couldn't decide on either one of them. So I said, you know what? Screw it. I'll just get both of them. So yeah, there we have it. Now, unfortunately, that's as many emotes as I can get as affiliate. So if I want any more emote slots, I need partner for that. Yeah. It is. It's the most the most you can have as an affiliate, I think. 5 tier 1s, and then the other 2. Because I think once you get partner, you get at minimum like 6 tier 1s. until they add more slots in like 3 years. Right? Oh, just completely crippling the partner program, right? All right, so if I'm I have plenty of room here. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. At least I think I do. I don't know. We'll see. Sprite. Can they be changed without approval if the image hash is known? No. Not as affiliate. If you're in good standing as a partner after like 2-ish months, I forget, 2-3 months, something like that. Then you don't need approval to submit new emotes. Yeah, it would be abused. It would most certainly be abused. Yeah, the affiliate emotes are all approved by Twitch staff, and partner ones are as well if you're not in good standing, or if you haven't been in good standing long enough. So, for instance, people who just get partner haven't been in good standing as a partner for any time, so they still have to get it approved. Get partner. I mean, I just need my my average view count up. That's all I need. That's honestly all I need is the average up. I'm at like 35-ish right now. 86. Oh, gee, that's a little warm. It's like 73 in here. All right, so oh, okay, I remember why I did that. So for Miha's name, I didn't line it up with the top of the tile because the credit part was more than one line, and I wanted to space them out a bit more. For the music, though, it's just, music by, and so I can use all this space here, which would be nice. Okay. I didn't, but you can drop it. You can drop a link in the advertising. I have not advertised on Discord in so long, but if you do it in like the advertised channel, obviously. Bob. Yeah, this is not gonna be Bob anymore. Actually, I had to bring up what he said he wanted to be credited as. There we go. Also, just his full name. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, that's just the colors. Okay. So I was a little nervous there, because usually I have, like, sensitive stuff in Notepad here. I didn't this time. So that's cool. Move that over there. So I didn't want to, like, open it up on stream. Those are just colors, by the way, in that, so... okay. Paste, and... copy that. Over here, and paste. Okay. In my adverts. Why in my adverts? Why in my... I know I'm live, so this... I don't think I have passwords in oh goodness gracious, I have so much crap and open up a Notepad though. And they're all unsaved documents too, so they're all like new 7, new 5, new 9, new 3. Yes, I know I am live, thank you. Hello, is this live? No, this is Patrick. Alright, so I need to actually spell this guy's name out. So you'll notice that I am starting to run out of room here. If I don't have enough room, I might break out the lettering to the other name table that I still have. Well, not name table. Pattern table. Thank you. Pattern table. This one up here. So I might break out all this stuff up here to its own pattern table and just have the names themselves on the lower pattern table, and do a excuse me, a sprite 0 thing to swap it. We're gonna try and get it all over here first, though. It's like my CSV files. I got for the illustration 30 before I had a decision. Nice, nice. Oh. All right. So how do you spell this guy's name? T. Oh. T. Steam, what are you doing? Steam, I mean, cool, but not now. You know what, Steam? Just go away. We don't need you up open right now. TH. I just stole that, didn't I? Yep. Okay, I need to put that back. Like that. Oh. Oh. I forgot I'm actually kerning this stuff together here. Is that too close, you think? Should they not be touching like that, or should they be like that? We'll see. Update 20 is this week. It's like Windows update or something? You getting excited about that? Or are you talking about something else? Oh, if I can align these right, that'd be nice, you know? Steam. Oh, okay. Steam. Got it. S. Up. S. Why do I have strings in the terminal instead of generating them? Because these here are all properly kerned. I want them all, you know, looking nice variable width stuff. For this, I am not using I'm not using CHR RAM, so I can't use what I was working on the other day, the kerning thing, which works, by the way. I finally got it working. I don't remember if I finished it on stream or not. Where is it? This one. You know, so okay, we're gonna disable those breakpoints. Oh, I forgot that I removed the. I forgot that I removed the frame counter, so it updates a new name every single frame here. So let's quarter speed. There it goes. Goodness gracious. Decrease speed. Options. No, speed. Decrease speed. Okay, something ain't right. I don't know why it's not right there, but 100% CPU usage. Never seen anything so fast in my life. You wouldn't have actually seen all the names because I'm streaming in 30 frames and this thing runs in 60. So yeah, you wouldn't have seen all of them. But for whatever reason, it's actually cutting names off because of course it is. It wasn't doing that before. And it fits all in NMI. Oh, beautiful. I broke it. Well, wait. No, that might be, No, it actually is broken. Cool. Alright, well, whatever. Whatever. When I uninstalled Voice Banana, my sound setup worked. PlayStation 4, PS4? I mean, I have one, but I mean, you know. Why not run the text through the kerning library, dump the CHRM? mean... Well, the kerning happens in assembly. It doesn't happen in the utility. Actually, I might have written a short kerning utility though. Let me check. Well, let me actually over there and then new one. Oh yeah, I'm using the credit list for that for the test text. 1440 hertz ASAP. Does Messon's NES emulation let you do disk I/O if you try hard enough? This is what it boils down to. You would essentially implement your own mapper and use Lua. Or you would implement your own mapper in Lua and have Lua do the actual disk I/O. Thank you for that file. I appreciate that. I haven't tried that, so I don't know how it would work very well, if at all. So yeah. What am I going? Code, Golang, source, GitHub, me, go NES, and then command, if I can spell. Alright, what's in this folder? Could be interesting to load the data dynamically like that. Yeah, that would be interesting, but I don't think I would really do that. Mainly because like I would need it to run in the emulator instead of on the NES. Like if I were gonna do any of that kind of stuff, it would be like on hardware, you know, just because it's funnier that way and more fun that way, I guess. It doesn't necessarily include Lua. Yeah. I guess the point of ROMs is that it's self-contained and works in hardware. Yeah, pretty much. This guy have some Famicom inside floppy drives. They did, yes. There's also the Famicom disk system as well. So I think it might have been like the bitmap to CHR that it was in. I think. Move duplicates. Maybe not. Oh, no, that was just the remove. Oh, okay, that was something different that I did. Alright. Alright, so I don't have a utility to do that for me. I might write one eventually, but we'll see. We'll see. Alright, so I want like what, 4 between, I guess? 1, 2, 3, 4. That look about right? Or how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'll do 5. C I P O, and there's 2 of those. L, there's 2 of those as well. And there's an N. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh, whoops. But yeah, so on the point of you know, reading stuff from disk or whatever, eventually to get some study box stuff working in emulators like in Meson and whatever, at least to start, there's a good chance that I'll have like the data that's on the cassette in like a raw binary file, and I would monitor the the registers that the ROM is reading, and when it's supposed to be getting a data bit from the tape, I can, you know, process that in Lua and whatnot, and read the file and all that. And it would be a lot faster, I think, in Lua than it would be on actual hardware there. You know, I hope I wouldn't have to get like the timing perfect on that though, you know? Alright. See if we can also get the Twitter handle on here as well. What's it? 1, 2, 3. I don't have 3 spaces. Well, I mean, I kind of do if I use all lowercase. If I use all lowercase and put them down there. Oh, and these are the wrong color, aren't they? Well, I'll fix that in a minute. Wait, no, they aren't. Never mind. The H. Whoop, 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 whoop. Where's you? M. A. Yeah, okay. Challenge for sticky people. Be back in 5-10 minutes. Alright, no worries. Can you implement tests in assembly? Let's say you have a predefined way it should kern, and you compare that to an actual generation. Probably. So the CC65 toolchain does come with a 6502 emulator. It's just the CPU. So you can check some things purely in assembly. I don't know about comparing that to like other files on disk, however. I haven't really looked into it very much. As for like in an emulator, unit tests in an emulator, kind of, sorta. Maybe if you use Lua to like glue everything together, but then again, I don't really want to do that, you know. I mean, Lua's nice and all, but I don't really want to work in it. THO. Right. Fo. English is weird, you know? We spell things really weird. And an S. Okay. So let's center this guy. Oops. About there. Writing tests and assembly is absolutely possible, right? Integrating that with a build system, though, is trickier. Exactly. It's a lot trickier, yes. And it's trickier. It's tricky to like compare, for instance, CHR output or generated CHR with like a bitmap file on disk if there's no like I/O functionality, you know. Again, I haven't actually looked into the 6502 emulator that comes in the toolchain. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, close enough. So that functionality might be there. I haven't looked at it. But I would have to write the tests in assembly, entirely in assembly. I would think anyway. Either design and implement the infrastructure needed for your automation, run apps, and compare the outcomes. Yeah. Write the tests in a non-language since assembly is so error-prone. Otherwise, you need tests for your tests. Yo, dog, I heard you like testing, so we put tests in your test. Test your test while you test. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and save that, because it looks like it does actually fit all at the bottom there, which is nice. I don't like how much space is like wasted here, but whatever. We're fine. Where's it here? No, here. Alright, so originally it was 0, 9. Is it 0, 9? 0, 9? No. Because that's like up here. Isn't it? Before names. Right, increment byte, length, and then start data. Oh, that's the music by. That's the thing way up top. Okay, yeah. Never mind. So E0, 1, 2. Oh. 0, 1. We're gonna start at 1 here. Have these both the same unit. Actually, that shouldn't really matter, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah. And that is no longer 3 long. That is instead 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 long. Okay. Run length for something. Oh shoot! I need to. Oh dear, this is gonna break everything. Watch this. Watch how badly this breaks things. There we go. Generic chunk length greater than 64. I forgot about that check. What do I, what's the chunk length, like 64, right? I don't have a calculator open. So that's, what, 64 minus 14 is 50, minus 14 again, 36, minus 13 minus 7, 16. Okay. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see how it broke, shall we? Recent runner. Oh, I forgot. I forgot. I turned it with the speed way down. All right. Bloop. Oh, that's not that bad. Okay, so I need to add some to that. Because this isn't auto-centered. The names down here are, but this stuff up here isn't. That's what I want. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, how wide did I say this was? Not that one. There it is. 14 across, so that's what? 7? On either side. Okay. So, what is it? 16 minus 7? 9. Okay, so I want a buffer of 9 on this side. I don't know what these actually... Hang on. So 13 plus 9, what is that? It will be 9, right? Because 13 gets that centered. And that'll be another 13 on this side, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 13. Yes. No. 12. Okay, 12 plus 9. A little bit. I mean, like between the lines or the centering. Because I know the centering's wrong. Okay, let's try that. 13 plus 7 plus 21 plus 14. No. 13. Why, actually? Cool! I guess... Oh, numlock. I turned numlock off. I turned numlock off. Okay, 13 plus 7 plus 21 plus 14. 55. Another 9. Okay. Alright. Let's try again. There we go. Now let's center. Oh, I need to fix the thing for it. The attribute. I'll get back to that. I'll get back to fixing the attribute later. Yeah, I'll fix that later. Attribute. Did I split up? I did split that up across your chunks. Okay, so I'm gonna have another chunk here. Ampersand generic chunk. Part 2. Attribute. Why do I have the attribute stuff up here? Because I have that down. Wait a minute. Why do I... What? I mean... Okay. Is that... I guess that's not used. Goodness. This file's a mess. Maybe I'll, like, I don't know, design some sort of template thing for this. So I can, write out just the data in another file that, and then like this will parse it and get it into the assembly format that I need. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, so we're gonna grab this guy. It's actually gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same. But we're starting at F1 instead. I think we're going to center it the same as well. So that means we're going to need some of these guys up here. But at 9, I think? Oops. 9. Like that. Another 9. I don't have a clear row. Oh, I do. There it is. Okay. Why am I making Go? This program right here assembles some assembly for me. I'll do over here. Credits data. This right here. So this file is what's assembled into the ROM. So it's basically just a list of chunks, or chunks of data. Each of these would be written at once to the PPU. Every I don't know, like 16 or so frames or something like that. Or not more than that. I forget what the number is. So each chunk is a list of opcodes for 2 tile rows or a single attribute row. So this one, for instance, clears 2 rows. This right here writes the top half of the header. So writes the Twitch TV and I think part of my name as well. I think. And then there's the bottom half of the header, which is just the bottom portion and a blank row. Then it's got 2 blank rows between the title up there and the first credit. All right. So then this is the first credit here. The special thanks to Miha. So that's these two. Some blank rows before the credit, the music credits, and this is what I'm modifying here. Some blank rows before the names, and then a list of all the names on the thing, right? So I don't want to write this file manually, right? Because these values here are all calculated. They're a length and an attribute, or together. And I don't want to have to bother with that, honestly. And I don't want to have to bother trying to get my math correct. So this reads a CSV file for the names. This here. So it reads this list right here for the names. And given the tier, it changes the color automatically for it. It sets the attribute data automatically for it. And this Go program right here is just so I don't have to bother modifying this file all the time. So yeah, it makes it a little easier. It makes generation a little bit easier. And I have a bunch of other little programs in Go as well to help me out. I assume it's too expensive to check the length in assembly, so it pre-counts them. I figure none of this data changes once it's in the ROM, so it's better to pre-calculate as much as I can instead of doing that at runtime. So, for instance, the length is actually used for centering it. So the only real calculation that this does is it like divides it in two and then subtract and you know, centers it by that, and if it's off by one, it adds a blank tile on the end. But that's like the most complex thing, I think, that complex math anyway that does. So there is a bunch of other stuff that it needs to do during the frame. Let's see. So when it scrolls off, you see that you'll see it flash here briefly. You should have anyway. On refresh speed, low. No? Okay, it's not even showing me anything now. High? I mean, it's kind of showing it. You can see him flash, I think, sometimes. Never mind. It doesn't show up on the capture. I can barely see it. Anyway, it is updating a bunch of names here. And that's like some of the more complicated stuff that I had to figure out. It took me a long while to figure that out, how to do it correctly. Mainly lining up the attribute table with the names, the name table itself. Because the last row of the attribute table is actually of the attribute table is sliced in half. So originally I was losing a name in there. So it was like fine for the first screen, and then every screen after that it would just get more and more displaced from where it was supposed to be. There's me. Yes. Yeah, so he's flashing purple because he's a tier 2 sub. Anna there is flashing rainbow colors because she's a tier 3 sub, or at least was at one point. Not sure if she still is, but yeah. And all the white ones are, the white names are tier 1 subs. But yeah, so did I finish that? Did I? I think so. All right. What's the matter, Cootie? Try to skip. Oh, I broke. Where? Oh, it's up here. Okay, up here. I haven't showered it because, like, can she not sleep because, like, you smell like old cheese or something, or what? What's going on? Alright, let's see what it looks like. Okay, it's centered. I just need to fix the The attributes. I forgot to write the attribute thing. Operator. Yank that. Paste it down there. What did what was I using it for? What color again? F0. That's not correct though, is it? Where's the whoop? Oh. I wanted this guy. No, I wanted this guy. Attribute data 0, 0. Why is attribute data zeros? Oh, I do need to change the color. Yeah, I'm gonna change the color for these guys to be that one. Gonna do that real quick. No one saw that. Just some guy. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Yeah, rip VOD. The plunk unknown. How do you? What is your name? I have trouble with names and numbers in them. Clicking things. It is. It is. The epic unknown. Got it. I probably won't remember that, but I'm gonna tell myself I do. I will. Welcome. How you doing? Alright, almost. Alright, now we can save that. Over here, just make... Over here... Please load that. There we go. Oh, there we go. I spelled that right? Did I spell it right? C-I-P-O-L-L. O-N-E. I did not. I did not spell it right. It is incorrectly spelled. How did I botch it that bad? Jeez, that's supposed to be an E. O goes over here. Oh, hang on. How did I screw it up that badly? Goodness gracious. Whoop. I missed. And I gotta recenter this now. But if I keep it within the same tile bounds, I should be fine. Oops. Stop that. Rip centering, yeah. Well. That should work. There we go. T-H-O-M-A-S, T-H-O-M-A-S, C-I-P-O-L-L-O-N-E. Good. And the human Thomas, right? I think I am spelling that right? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Okay. Beautiful. Now, I'm actually gonna change it to the second track here because it's just been looping this track over and over and over again. So I'm gonna let's go to the. There you go. I also need to like figure out, by the way, why my music got just busted. So I guess I can open that up now. But yeah, so what I just edited in the Go file resulted in this stuff right here. And that data, all those numbers. Yeah, so I edited it over there, so I don't have to worry about it over here. And that stuff like doesn't really change this stuff, so I figure I can put this in the Go file. I might want to reevaluate that later, but you know, whatever. It's fine for now. Okay, so I started doing changes in well, you know what, let me get do the let me commit first. There it is. I started doing changes to the music engine, but I don't remember if it was like in the game or in my test ROM. It was here. Okay. All right. Store that one. Store that one. Store that one. Oh, and I can start working with like the final music stuff, so I can actually remove Bad Apple. Channel Magnetic, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Okay. Which is going to be interesting, by the way, because there's like 1.5 billion instruments. Look at all these instruments. There's 16 instruments. There's 16 instruments. Apple be gone. Hey, okay, that's good to hear. All those weights. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I know. Wait, no, those aren't the weights. Where's the weights? Where are the weights? They're in there somewhere. Oh, there they are. So this is in the middle of me debugging things, by the way. That's what this is. Seeing if like if the expanded weights, so it's just weight with the 0 extra frames, if that took the same number of frames as the weight without, oh, the weight with the extra frames on the end of it. I forget the result of that, but we'll figure it out here in a minute, I guess. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Hang on. Let's go ahead and hit stop there, and then let's export this. Export. We're not going to Bad Apple. No, we're going to whoops. You ever accidentally like click network? Wait a minute. Why? It doesn't show my computer on the side. It shows favorites, home group, and network. Windows, what are you doing to me? Windows, why? I mean, I can still get around, but it's Windows. Why you gotta do this to me? Why you gotta make things difficult? Huh? Huh? Windows is such a pain. Where, if I knew my alphabet, that would be amazing. I should have opened that zip. maybe I unplugged my computer. Who knows? Save that there. Alright, okay, play again. So this file is going to be massive. I need to add this to... It's not... Yes, it is. Right there. Alright. The thing with pins is they aren't static, so you probably unpinned it by accident. You should have... Those aren't... Pins, though. They're not... I'll look at it after stream. Yeah. Add music. Engine is still borked, but I now have the music that was commissioned from I'll put them in here. Okay. so now I need to unbrake the engine. Yeah. So step 1. Have a look at the make file. Where's the credits data? This guy here. No, not credits data. Music data. Where's do I have that in here anywhere? Do not. Is it .i? I don't remember. .asm. It's over there already. Music data.asm. What was I using for that? Is there's a file for that, right? Generate credits. I thought there. Where did I put that again? I don't know. Oh, that's way over here somewhere, isn't it? Music engine. Right, because I never. Can we just the hacky way? Copy that. We're gonna go up here, and then we're just gonna drop it right into the same folder. There we go. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that guy. Get rid of that guy. Okay. So now this is going to be, is it music convert? Let's dash in there. Whoops. No, what's the, what did I name the file? I just added this stupid thing. Where? There it is. Let's do this. Okay. Just gonna CD into music convert and then go build. Yeah. Now this will only really work on Windows because it's got the exe on the end of that there. I'm not gonna worry about that for now. Okay. Oh, that's probably because I've got some other freaking output data, right? No. 223. Okay, it's broken. Clearly, I need to fix this. I need to. Oh dear. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna work with one of the songs for now. That's what we're gonna do. Not that file. Not that file either. This file. What did I change in this file? Wait. Was that not... dear. We'll find out. We'll find out. Oh, there it is up there. Okay. Jeez. 0, 1, 2, 4. Wait a minute, what are all these? Some of these guys use arpeggio, okay. 0, 1, okay. Some of them use pitch? Which one use pitch? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. Did I not read that right? I mean, alright, this works, I guess. Ah, there is a pitch. Well, I'll come back to that, I suppose. I'll come back to that eventually. Alright. So let's just concentrate on the title screen for now. So we're gonna just remove those for now. And save that as music title dot text. Just the title screen. Oh. Over here, and not that one. For here, music convert. And I need to figure out what broke. Actually, you know what? Let's yeah. Less than 3. Ah. Hello. Mad Rash? Radish? Ah, Mad Radish. I have no idea what that is, and it's not stopping. I don't know where it's coming from. Okay, my music engine is so busted. Sir Toby Plays, I am sorry. My music engine is so busted that it overflows when it's not even running. What? What? Oh my goodness. Jake, how you doing? BNWL, how you doing? So that happened, I guess. Alright. I'm gonna turn on my other things now. So that's cool. I apologize for the for making your ears bleed there. I didn't mean it. What? Okay, so we're gonna open this up again. Audio is going to be like down to 20. Go up to here and hit A. We're gonna speed up the audio engine a little bit. No, not the whole thing, a little bit. All right. Doing good. Feeling inspired to grab a camera and microphone and start doing dev on Twitch. Oh, nice. Until the overflow anyway. the ear bleed. I'm sorry. What kind of dev? Like game dev or? How long have I been programming? A while. I've been programming since about high school. I started with like basic on those graphing calculators. I'm not that old, but that was only like, I don't know, 15-ish years ago that I started. So I did not start with punch cards, no. Background software, but doing embedded FPGA. Oh, nice! Nice! Yeah, I haven't done much hardware stuff. I mean, the most hardware stuff I've done is, like, study box related. Ooh. Doing software engineering right now. It's my first year. Do you have any tips getting better? Practice. That's invent project. Well, I mean, you can, but that doesn't, you know, that doesn't. Inventing projects doesn't mean you get better. Like, the more projects you invent, the better you are. That's not how it works. Okay, let's triple the speed there. Watch window. None of these are even changing. None of these things are even changing. Look at that. So these are all different sound variables that are being used, right? None of them are changing. It do? Well, I mean, inventing projects is one thing. Thinking them up is one thing. Actually doing them is something completely different. Why am I using Assembly to make a game? Because I am making a game for the Nintendo Entertainment System. In fact, you know, let me switch over to that. So this is real hardware that's right off screen here. This is my game that I've been working on for a while. So yeah, this is. Oh, hang on, I'm gonna move my screen around a little bit. This is. Why is there fire there? There should not be fire. Just what? It's broken. It's ghost fire. That's what that is. Boston Kush was the story the other day, and the packaging was in Spanish. It looked like chocolate chip with a raisin. Oh no! Oh no! Literal. Yeah. Well, see, that's supposed to be on something, right? So I think I know what happened. It spawned it off screen too far to the right, which wrapped it around to the left. Bit of a garbage fire. I mean, technically, yes, because it's a garbage can on fire. But yeah, so this is the game I've been working on, and it's on the NES, so it's kind of, well, it doesn't have to be, but yeah, so it's written in 6502 assembly. I mean, you can write games on the NES in C, but that defeats my purpose of learning or writing games on the NES in the first place, which is to learn to reverse engineer game. Whoa! Ah! Who is this? Live overflow. How you doing? Holy crap! Welcome. How are you guys doing? How was your stream? Welcome. I was just actually. Let me go back to it. Whoa. Okay, I'm moving my drink over here, so I don't make an absolute mess out of everything. That gave me a heart attack. Yeah, so for those of you, yeah, that was close. For those of you just joining, I'm writing a game, but on the NES, entirely in 6502 assembly. So yeah, I started this in like October, the October last year, and I've worked on it almost entirely on stream, entirely in 6502 assembly. There's only a few things that I haven't done in this game. I've done myself rather, and that's the some of the sprites or some of the objects in the player sprite and the music, which I am working on tonight. But yeah, so it's an infinite runner. The longer you stay alive, the more points you get, and everything's all randomly generated based on that level CDC at the bottom there. But yeah, so this is running on real hardware off screen. I've got a ROM cart that I've run it off of. But yeah, well, welcome. Started writing this game about time travel in October. That's October. Oh, there it is. There it is. There, I found it. Why? What? Volume 12 on Square One. Alright, so let's mute everything here. Okay, that's in the music. Alright, that was confusing me there for a second. Why is it writing to noise? Like it shouldn't be. Louder. When you get an idea like a game you are making right now, how do you start coding for such a project? Like, do you directly start, or do you write it down? Do you make designs before you start? So about that, I actually went out and bought a graph notebook for these projects. So this is another project that I was thinking of starting back in like September or so. I was convinced otherwise to do a different game. This runner game that I'm working on now, and these are actually all of my notes for. Okay, well, what's it gonna be like? Am I gonna have like obstacles in the sky? I don't know if you can see that. Am I gonna have like obstacles in the sky, or what? And there's gonna be like collectibles, whatever, things to jump over. I guess I'll have like scores and crap down here, right? But yeah, so all kinds of like pseudocode and a bunch of written out assembly. Like, how am I gonna do XYZ? Let's see, what is this? This is score stuff. Adding to a score. Let's see, what is this one over here? Well, it's wrong, so I crossed it out. Jump stuff. How do I want to? Excuse me, how do I want the arc to look like? Centering text for object collision, credit stuff. So yeah, I wrote down a lot of things. I'm not sure what that is. Credits, the more credits page, and so that's what this is on screen here in the background there. The palettes for that, and opcodes for that, and so I wrote down a lot of things. And here you can see some like, okay, how do I want collision to work, right? Do I want it to like collide on the tiles directly, or do I want to like offset a little bit? Yeah, the UML diagrams that don't really help much, but it does help to write things down. Like, they don't need to be diagrams, because like, or they don't need to be UML, because personally, I have never used UML. I've done stuff like this though. I've sketched out like, okay, where do I want this thing to be visually, kind of, and writing up some pseudocode over there, like, you know, if y equals hex 77, do a thing. That's some collision code that I sketched out. What is all this? Insert sort for high scores. This is sorting the high scores list, which is. I don't want to actually change the state of the emulator right now because I want to fix something here. Some jump physics over here. Let's see. Transition stuff from the title screen to the main game, where it slides the title screen up, and the playfield comes in from the bottom. So that's where I started mapping that out. Here's some audio engine stuff that, well, more of like a overview notes, like which ones I want to use, the squares and the triangles and all that stuff, you know? Oh, here's some kerning code that I wrote the other day off stream, or pseudocode rather, for the logic of placing all of it. But yeah, see, I write out a lot of stuff. UML is for describing a program to other people. There you go. Yeah. And I'm not describing it to anybody else. I'm describing it to, well, I mean, I am on stream, but I don't write out the stuff for the express purpose of describing it to someone else. I write out stuff to put down my thoughts and understand what I'm thinking of, if that makes any sense. Like, I might have a vague idea in my head, but once I start putting it down on paper, I have to start materializing that idea. Like, okay, well, what does that actually mean? Like, what does it actually mean to jump, right? Like, am I gonna like have physics involved, like momentum, or is it just gonna be like a set of frames that I take? I should start a Udemy teaching course. I don't know if I'd be very good at that. So, you know, I'll be the first one buying it. If you're interested, all the VODs for this game here are up on YouTube. There's like 70-something, I think, VODs for this. It's a lot. But you'll see like the very beginning of what this originally looked like, and actually, isn't there a is it this? There it is. That's not the one I wanted. This is the one I wanted. There we go. Yeah, I'll appreciate that. So this is a what's it? An image album that that JoJo had put together. So this is my progress on the game since October-ish. I don't know. How are these? Yeah, okay, October. So this is what it started to look like at the very, very beginning. Yeah, so I worked out everything, you know, step by step, pretty much. But I planned a lot of it off screen. Not enough of it. Yeah, if you watch the VODs, you'll notice that I didn't plan enough of it off screen. But yeah, so I've come away. I've come a long ways. I've come a long ways. This is figuring out attributes on the playfield. That was fun. After you are done with this project, can you start the project using Java 8? I don't know any Java, and I'm not really I don't really want to write Java, to be frank. That was sound engine stuff, but so it's just a green screen. Yeah, the reason I'm learning assembly stuff is because I want to be able to reverse engineer other NES games, because I find that fascinating, and I love working with the NES and the older hardware. Yeah, I love being really, really close to the hardware like this. So if I do move to another language, it would be like 6509 assembly, or 6809, whatever it is, which is another 8-bit processor. Did you ever change it to... I did not, no. It's still purple. It is not legible, I know. Okay, I was going to say, please don't ever do Java, but I was going to say making a NES game in Java would be interesting to watch. Be something to watch. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to make it, because Java requires the runtime environment, the JRE, the Java runtime environment, which does not run on the NES. So I would need to port that to the NES in the first place, which is not going to happen. Interested in reverse engineering NES games just for fun, for speedrunning, or hacking, or... Yeah, so specifically for tool-assisted speedruns. That was the original idea behind that. Yeah, I'd have to write the JVM. Yeah, no thank you. No thank you. Not something I want to do for the 65. It wouldn't be able to run it. It wouldn't be able to handle it. I mean, it can handle BASIC, but it can't handle Java. It can't handle Java. My sound echoes? I shouldn't. Is that you? Yeah, do you have two tabs open? Because that might be it. Yeah, my mic's not echoing, so... 2.5 machines, I'll take, I'm sure of it. To write the JV? No, it'd take more than that. It would take far more than that. But yeah, so, like I was saying, I did write, like, pretty much everything down. My fault. No worries, I've done the exact same thing before, don't worry. Right once, run everywhere, though. Yeah, so there's however many billions of devices that run Java. The NES is not one of them, and I kind of want to keep it that way. Okay, so why in God's name is it writing this stuff? Okay, so we're gonna add a write to a range of variables. Python 3 than this. Let's go. You can't even render a single frame within... Yeah, right? Alright, so we're gonna drop a breakpoint on all of the APU... all of the audio registers. Right, so a blanket across all of them. So... Alright, so I think for all of them except 15 and 17. Yeah, so from 4000 to 4013. Alright. And then we're going to reset this. That wasn't the reset button. That was the open up a PPU viewer button. Going to reset. Okay. Why is it writing sound buffers? Where's this guy? Pulse flags. But I want that as binary, as well as these guys. Oh, come on. These guys as binary as well. Because they shouldn't be doing any of that, I don't think. Maybe for the first time. Okay. All right, we're gonna wait and see how long it takes for it to write something to these. Port to Texas Instruments calculator one. So that one actually isn't like that infeasible, because those Texas Instrument graphing calculators run on a Z80 processor, which is from the same era as the 6502. In fact, the Commodore at one point, I think, had like an expansion card that had a Z80 on it, and I'm pretty sure some of the early Apples had the expansion card for a Z80, and some of the clone systems, the clone Apple IIs, had a Z80 on the board. Next to the 6502, I think. I'm pretty sure. What other languages do I use? What are we doing here? So I write a bunch of languages. I obviously write 6502 assembly, but for my day job, I write C#, VB.NET, or I try not to write VB.NET, but I have to trudge through it, and some SQL. But I know a bunch of others, like I know a little bit of C++ and C. I can read them. I can't really write them very well. But I know Go, Golang, Python, Perl, PHP. I know some JavaScript. I can read Java. I can't really write it. COBOL, Basic. There's probably a few others I'm missing. I see my name isn't said properly, or just going for good enough. So these names are monospaced, so each name takes up an entire tile, and some names are going to be an odd number of tiles, so that's just something I'm going to be living with. My mom was a football programmer in the early 80s and 90s. I was 3 years ago. But yeah, so these names I'm not really worrying about for now. It can be good money. I cannot offset the tiles by half. No. They are fixed to a grid, actually. If I want to offset the names, I have to use CHRRAM and actually offset the data over here. So these... so the blue grid you see here, that's the attribute table. That's for the colors, essentially. So each square of the attribute table has 4 tiles of actual tile data in it. You can see the little pop-up at the bottom of the screen there. That's the tile information that I'm hovering over. But for the background layer, what everything's written on, it needs to align to this grid because that's how it is in memory. It's just a list of IDs essentially for the background here. So in memory, it's just a straight list from here to, where is it? 23 something. Here? Yeah, to here. That's all a single list of tile IDs, and those IDs reference these tables over here. It'll reference one of these tables. Doesn't really matter which one, because you choose that somewhere with a register. It doesn't matter. But yeah, so if I want something like offset to a pixel, I need to use the sprite layer. But I've only got 64 sprites total. Yeah, I don't have any of them here, but I only have a total of 64 sprites and only like 8 per scan line. Marek Varo, how you doing? That UI code or third-party tool set? This right here is Messin, an emulator. So it's the second link there. I'm using the development build because it has some nice features in it and some bug fixes and whatnot. Well, that's good to hear. But yeah, I absolutely love this emulator. It's spoiled me beyond belief because of this debugger here. Yeah, it spoiled me like beyond belief. Okay, so it changed these flags for some reason. And everything's pointing to 0, right? So all these sequence pointers are all zeros. So these are never updated. But the update flags were for whatever reason. Because of course they were. What's the address here for these guys? A2, and it's probably going to be A3 for these other guys, right? A2 and A3, yep. Alright, so we're going to add another write to A2 and A3. Alright. So F0 is in A. What is F0 for this guy? So that's you stored in that one. Pulse 1. Alright, so that's the duty, envelope, and the length counter halt. Volume 0, though. Okay, so we should be playing anything yet. Yeah, so we shouldn't be playing anything. Let me actually unmute those guys. Other games compiled on the cartridge is the hardware interpret assembly. So, assembly is something human readable, but that isn't something that the hardware can interpret at all. So I have an assembler on my machine that takes not that. Do I not have it open? I don't have it open. Let me open it real quick. That takes this stuff. This is the actual assembly. Let's run the code here. There it goes. It takes this and it translates it into the bytecode. So the bytecode is similar to this, but it's got a difference. So over there you see a bunch of STA stores, right? So the store operation, storing A, so that's storing the register in a memory location. There's a few different ways you can, or places you can address that, right? Different addressing modes. So you can address it to 0 page, you can address it to 0 page with an index, you can address it to an absolute address, absolute with an index X or Y, or some pointer stuff, right? Now in assembly, like, it all starts with STA, 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 STA with certain syntax after that, right? The hardware doesn't understand that syntax. That, and also, like, STA is 3 bytes, right? So what the assembler does is it takes that and it assembles it to a binary code, which is the opcode. So these guys here are store absolute at an index, and it's using X. So all those STAs translate to 9D, and then it's got the actual value, the 200, 300, 400, those guys after that. Some machine it is a different language, yes. It compiles it into a, well, it assembles it, really, because compiling is more of a abstracted. So I'm careful to use assemble because it's more direct, and there isn't any optimization whatsoever that happens. I mean, there is some macro stuff, but I mean, I still write the macros myself, so that does, I don't think that really counts. So it's more or less a one-to-one well, it's almost a one-to-one representation of things. It's close, not quite there, but it's close, right? So if I edit memory viewer, not that one, I wanted to edit that memory viewer. There it goes. So this right here is the actual code for this stuff here. So the red in here are my labels. So sound right buffers is right there. That byte. But that byte is LSR an address, right? So 46 is LSR probably, right? Over here. 46. Look at that, LSR. So LSR. Right there. Yeah. So we're shifting right shift right 1 bit from a 0 page address, and then it's got the next byte is the 0 page address, which is A2. Not an Avengers reference. But yeah, so for I guess the main point I'm trying to get across is for assembly, if I have one instruction, it translates to one opcode. So all these, so STA something, that's one instruction. That translates to one opcode and its operand. So this will be a total of 3 bytes, because STA is a single byte, and this right here is an address, which is 2 bytes wide. It's an absolute address, so that's 1 plus 2 is 3, so that's 3 bytes wide. Same thing for this guy here. JSR is a single byte. Change game state is an address, an absolute address. That's 2 bytes wide. This one right here is 2 bytes wide. LDA is, again, a single byte, 1 opcode. And the value 00. So, yeah. So this is very, very close to what it has in binary and what the machine actually runs. But there's like one level of abstraction. Yeah. So it's not quite machine language, but it's almost there. It's almost there. It's close. It's close. And yeah, it can be disassembled directly into its assembly, because that's the representation essentially of the opcodes. So this can basically be disassembled into my source code directly, minus like comments and proper labels and things and names. Like, these are imported because I've exported them somewhere else. But oh, there absolutely is. In fact, I think Bridgewater was able to sight read 6502 at one point. I don't know if he's still in chat or not, but I can almost sight read some of this stuff. I haven't done much work with reading the binary directly for opcodes, but I mean, it's close. Can you now? Can you, Vital? Can you really? Alright, so... Okay, so I've got those there. So let's go ahead and reset the emulator again to see when it writes to those things. So this is all the initialization code, right? So I know it's going to be writing to those registers during the initialization code. So I'm not worried about that there. LSR. Oh, so that's going to be... that ain't going to work. So LSR is a read, modify, write operation. So it reads the value, it modifies it. So this, specifically, it shifts it right, and then it rewrites the value. So I'm gonna have to have a A2 condition. A2 is not equal to 0. And let's add another. Thank you for that follow, by the way. I appreciate that. A3. Oops. A3. Where A3 is not equal to 0. Right? Okay, we're gonna have to actually use the address thing there. Edit that. So it actually looks at the address, not just the value of A2. Oops. Okay. There we go, okay. What are you doing? Why? Run the envelope, but nothing's supposed to be running. Maybe this is just like silencing things? Fine when everything's still 0, though. Alright. Now we wait. 6502 has general purpose registers or everything in memory? So the 6502 has 3 registers. It has the A register, which is your general purpose, and has X and Y, which are 2 index registers. So pretty much all your operations are going to be dealing with A, or a lot of them are. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. So if I go up to the LDA, or I'll start at the top. Adding things. It adds A and a memory location. ANDing, same thing. It ANDs A and a memory location. ASL, it shifts either A or memory location. That's either or, right? But you'll notice you see X and Y bunch in here. So these are used to index certain things. So absolute at X, that's for, yes, A is accumulator, right? Yes. So sorry if I didn't mention that. So here you would have like an address, and whatever is an X would index that. So you would start at, say, hex 8000, right? There we go. But if X is 2, instead of reading address hex 8000, you're reading address hex 8002, right? Yeah. So there's a bunch for X, a bunch for Y, and some of the indirects work a little weird, a little differently. So these are for a pointer and an offset, and this one's a table of pointers, essentially. Alright, so it stopped. Why? Why? It is still... Why is the sound pulse flag something different? Okay. Compare X to 3, it's not noise. Why is it in here, though? It shouldn't be in here. It shouldn't be running any of these. Are there any nice languages or compilers that would for this process that would work for this processor once could you use if you didn't feel like doing assembler? So there is you can write C. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. Welcome though, by the way. It is 1C1. Yeah, I wouldn't really recommend writing C. I mean, you certainly can, but I wouldn't if you can. Yeah, it's less efficient, which doesn't really matter for like newer hardware, but it matters on the NES because you have very limited resources. Like you have 2 kilobytes of RAM, unless you stick more RAM on the cartridge itself. You have only 2 kilobytes, and some of that is taken up by the stack, so it's not immediately available, or at least it's not safely available unless you manage everything correctly. Yeah, 2 kilobytes. It's not much. It's not much. That can be expanded to 10 if you have an additional 8 kilobytes of RAM on the cartridge. How many lines? A lot. How you doing, by the way? Pierre Man, welcome. Star.asm. 12,000? That's not true. No, because that includes the music data. Let's see. Background, credits, RAM, dead, game, runner, scores, seed, sound, title, utils, RAM. What is that? Slash Live! Holy crap! Thank you for gifting a bunch of subs. 5 subs. I'll read those names off in a second. Hello! Contains less than 4K, so if you have half the RAM. Yeah, so it's the Kappa emote, 4K, so you have half the RAM of that emote for RAM. Yeah. Also, as somebody who's never written assembly before, I'm curious, do you have examples of cool things like I've never done this solution for we're using assembly. I mean, anything you write in assembly, in theory, you can write in other languages, in theory, but it won't be exact. Part of that had to be you just come in and drop some stuff. Well, thank you, Slash. You have a good night. Yeah, I'll see you next time, Slash. Thanks again. Let me make sure I write down these names there. Hang on. Okay, so I've written 7,294 lines. Alright, so come over here. Oh. What? fine with that. Okay. That's a long name. Okay. Hexler Heavy Industries. Is this a corporate account? Yeah, am I spelling the right? I'll bring this on screen so I can actually read this stuff here. Hexler Heavy Industries. Okay, I spelled that right. Good. The thing with the other language is that the overhead is higher than than if it were assembly. Yes, but the benefit of using big programming language is that it's easy to do safe operations. Exactly. Spencer Flying. I mean, okay. Funny than leaving it. Oh, okay. Sure. I mean, if you're into that. Oh, Sanders already on here, isn't he? Yes, he is. All right. Whoop. Just some guy. 13. JKIV. Tier Y. Why did I write tier Y? And Channel Magnetic again. There he is. Okay. Come right over here. Make names. Oh, wait. I forgot things are broken. What? Why? Oh. Right. Forgot what that was. Did you now? Someone scream, here! So I need to unbreak my makefile. Go build music. Convert. Or you know what? No, it's just and go build like that. But we're gonna ignore the errors there. You could just, I know I could. But Toby++, how you doing? Welcome. There's a chip. If you're in a project like 8-bit assembly, it's more manageable, but it seems very daunting to make large projects where you have multiple different paths a program could take based on I/O. It can be if you don't manage it correctly. You know, wait, line 1. You know what? We're just not gonna do any of that. Actually, we're just gonna ignore that stuff. It's still broke. Oh, jeez, I broke everything. Okay. Don't know much about it, but something like, for example, something like Luajit. A lot is written in C, but a lot of it is in assembler. So just assuming that there are some options we get assembly, we can't. Yeah, well, there's speed. It's the speed essentially. The removing the overhead for some things. Wouldn't say C65 want or tend to make optimizations on the target. Yes, but it has some overhead to allow you to write in C. There's some overhead it injects because the processor wasn't written or wasn't designed to be able to run programs written in the style that C is written in. How am I going to explain this? So the C programming language expects a certain level of complexity on the hardware that the 6502 does not provide. So in order to get C working on a 6502 processor, there has to be some overhead to accommodate for that. Did I delete the file? So one of them is a generated file that I stopped generating. Yeah. Yeah, C was designed for 16-bit mini computers, not 8-bit. There you go. Let's read the command line. I do use version control, but this, I don't think this file was in it. Honestly, why do I have 23? Oh boy. Why did this file change? Oh, right, that's the stuff I removed from it. So we're gonna reset that guy. Yeah. Generate credits. No. Did I really? Oh, yeah, I forgot that now. Music data. We're gonna revert this one for now. There we go. So this is using the bad apple stuff again. And you should be on the bottom of the list now. Everyone knows that printing your sources is back well and worse if you write your code in white space. I've wanted to actually write an interpreter for white space, that language. Interesting. I wouldn't have thought word size is a limit to C. It's not necessarily the word size. It's the bit width of certain registers on the processor and the number of registers there are. So all these registers in this 8-bit CPU are 8 bits wide. Yeah. And it's the architecture of the 16-bit as well that it requires. So like for the 8080, there are a lot more registers than 3. There's a bunch more. So it's a completely different architecture. Yeah, it has different different functionality as well. Seriously though, the C6502 not being ready for handling C is just a slightly more portable assembler. Yeah, well, it wasn't really designed for the hardware, so you have to. You absolutely can write C for the 6502, but like I said, it comes with a little bit of overhead because it wasn't designed to run on 8-bit hardware. C was designed to run on 16 and up, really. I wonder if Russ will ever take over the role that C has had. The C has a very large head start, so I doubt it. I just written C++ cross-compiled to just add insult to injury for all the 6502 Assembly C developers. What is? Oh, your assembler? Did this wrap around already? I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention. It might have. Probably did. Oh good, my emulator's starting to slow down. That's a good sign. Oh boy. Why won't it show me the window? Probably because I have the memory tools open. That's a big memory hog. The C doesn't particularly, but getting the ASM ones on top of that is how long is it going to take for this thing to actually break? How long has this been going for? I'm going for a while. Getting towards the end of it. I have a Oreo while I wait. I have 2 of these left. 2. Right, one more after this. Oh, I just missed it. Is your program for the NES highly interrupt-based or, kinda? Yeah. So that's how it syncs the frames. So each time the V-blank happens, it fires off an interrupt, the NMI, the non-maskable interrupt. And that's how you know that the vertical blank period has started and you can write to the PPU. There are other interrupts. There's the IRQ and, well, reset. And that's pretty much the only ones that the NES has. The reset, it happens on power on and when you hit the reset button. The IRQ is programmable. So certain mappers will implement IRQ, like for a line for a scanline counter. So you would set that up with the mapper itself, depending. And there's also like a frame, well, not only a frame counter, but a counter for the DCPM, whatever that channel is, the fifth sound channel on the NES I'm not using, DMC. This guy. This is messing. If you do exclamation point tools, you'll see a link to it. Welcome, by the way, Vankercon. Welcome. How you doing? Welcome. How long until this thing breaks? Goodness gracious. Close slash, but not quite. You're not listed? Oh, for fools. You should be in here though, shouldn't you? Pretty sure you should be. Yeah, you should be in there. Right after Stream Elements. You're one of the rainbow names. Yeah, it's down towards the bottom now. I promise. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. There. Okay, so I actually saw the end there. That one actually might take the cake for the longest name. The Hexler Heavy Industries. I'll have to check that, but that might be the longest name. Because this right here was the current record holder at 21. Oh, they are the same length. It tied for longest name. See, there's the other longest right there. This is taking forever. Can I speed this up more? 350. What is this one? Emulation speed 1000. Okay. Something tells me it doesn't want to do 1000. It caps at 200. Holy crap! Pocket Watch! How you doing? I don't think I rolled back the bug. I mean, I might have. I guess I did? Hello! Welcome! How you guys doing? Pocket Watch, Nikaji. I don't know how you say your name. How you doing? What? Oh no! Oh, I hate those ads so much. Ads are the absolute worst. But welcome. How you doing? How was stream? What were you working on? The limit to Twitch is 50 characters. We should make a no account just recap it. Is it 50 characters? Really? Really? I thought I thought the cap was around 21, give or take. I didn't think about pronunciation when I made it. Thanks. Well. That is good to hear. That is good to hear. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a limit for Twitch for length. And there's 32 across that I can have for the name itself, because that's how many tiles there are on the screen. I mean, there might be some trouble with overscan, but I'm not really worried about that. I was doing encounter design today. Finally placed spawns in an actual authored world. Nice. I'm trying to figure out what happened to a bug that I was hitting before that made my ears bleed. It disappeared. It's just gone now. So that's cool. That's fantastic. My bug just went away, so I can't debug it. Alright, well, I'll refresh this, and then, there you go. Add some more names to the list. And fix the music credit colors. There we go. What else we got? Alright, so I guess I need to, like, actually fix my, oh, jeez, my scripts. This is gonna be painful. This is just gonna be a whole bucket of pain here. That's what's... But anyway, for the... Flashlight, what are you doing? Well, thank you for gifting a tier 3 sub to Stay Hydrated Bot, which I didn't even realize was in this channel. No one else wanted. Oh, alright, I guess I'll... I was gonna show off what I was doing, but let me... Okay, I'll add this into the list here. Don't ask me. I don't know either. I don't know why either. I'm questioning the same exact thing, honestly. Let's go back to normal speed so I can actually show off what I'm doing here. Okay, so this is a... Undo those. So this is a game I've been working on since October. For everyone that's just hopping in, this is a game on the NES. Actually, no, let me just show it on the hardware instead. There you go. So this is my game running on real hardware, on a real Nintendo, off screen here. So it's an infinite runner. So yeah, you just, you run and jump over things. So the longer you run, or the longer you stay alive, the higher your score is, and it's all auto-generated based on that level seed at the bottom there. But yeah, so I'm working on this since like October, and I've done pretty much all the coding on stream, with some exceptions. Change the purple. I'll get there. I'll get to it. With some exceptions, I mostly it's been on stream though. I worked on most of the art, the majority of the art, except for so we can get them all on screen here at once. The player character, that flaming garbage can you see, that guy right there, as well as the truck, which they don't want to be on the screen at the same time now. That truck. There we go. So those three I didn't do. Aside from that, I did everything else. Also, you've been on life for 4 hours. You consume 4.8 million random non-SA units of water by now. Stay hydrated. Yeah, right? It loops forever. I don't know if it overflows because I haven't tested it. It shouldn't. I mean, it just it's all RNG. So there's a seed at the bottom there, the level seed. So currently it's 07CF. It'll just keep generating a level based on that, and that won't roll around for like a month, I think, of continuous play. I don't think. Excuse me. I haven't tested that, mind you, and I haven't implemented a demo mode, so it does itself. It plays itself. I haven't done that yet. I don't know if I will, honestly. But yeah, so it keeps track of your scores, how high they get, and the seed that you got that score on. And because everything's like seed based, you can go ahead and enter in your own seed and choose a seed, or a random one if you want. And then there's also this credit list. It does not get harder the longer it runs, no. mean, I've had things suggested to me, but most of them are pretty much out of scope. PRNG. It's a very simple RNG, because it needs to be very efficient and fast. This month-long? 720-hour stream. Yeah, right. But yeah. But yeah, so I've been working on this for since October or so. And I have done some other dumb things too. In that time, like. Well, this one isn't necessarily dumb. This is a kerning test. I don't think I have the updated... Oh, I do! Okay, so this is the code that actually works. That actually kerns everything correctly. It's a variable with font. So it does that all properly. If you want it to be engaging, you probably want some kind of curve, whatever that might be. Otherwise, there's no point where you can fail. I mean, that's true. But, I mean, it wasn't my intention to make like the perfect game or whatever, you know. This is all a big like learning project. Oops. This is another dumb thing I did. A DVD menu on the NES because I thought it was funny. This is like a weekend project. I figured out how to use the 8x16 sprites for this. And then of course, I can't forget the other dumb thing I did. At some point you'll get exhausted and you will fail. Exactly. You can't like play for a month straight without sleep. It ain't gonna happen. The cover is called Rooftop, I think. K6L2, how you doing though? I don't think I said hi to you yet. Welcome. But yeah, so I did this in like a week or so. I forget which, or how long, but I hand drew and transferred that over to the NES. But again, this is all on real hardware, so I have a ROM with this one. I haven't released the ROM or the code for this one yet. That's some other stuff I want to do first. But yeah, so there's that. Did I do anything else? All hail the meme, yeah. Lettering, what is this? Oh, this is me figuring out. Okay, so this is the before and after, the old font versus the new font. Yeah, so I drew my own fonts. This is something I did on stream actually, a while back, a few months ago. So originally I had the one up top, which was not very well done, I don't think. It's not very readable on a CRT. The bottom one though is much more readable. I mean, I'm still not 100% happy with it, but I'm happier with it than before. It looks very NTSC. Yeah, this is going through composite, so this is not filtered or anything like that. This is straight from the real hardware. Let's see what else I got on there. Flicker. Oh, I think I remember what this one is. Right. Okay, so this was a quick test I did because I wanted to see if it actually matched the output I was getting in my emulator. So for each line, there's only 2 colors there, and the middle tile is every other frame swapping between the lighter and darker color. So you don't see it as swapping, you just see it as a static in-between color. Secret of Evermore font. Yeah, so like if you've only got 8 pixels by 8 pixels, it's difficult to make a font that really stands out and it's readable. Oh yeah, this is the first game that I made on the NES. You can see the original font that I used on this one. It's not very good. Persistence of vision. So that's not necessarily persistence of vision in this case, because strictly speaking, the NES runs at 60 frames, yes. My capture card, on the other hand, is capturing at 30 frames, so it blends the 2 frames together. So that's not entirely what's happening on this particular setup. Does that create more colors than you can see normally, or is that the point of flickering? Then I can use normally. In theory? In theory. In fact, you know what I mean? So, this is not something that I wrote. This is someone else's code. First off, you're not supposed to have that many colors on a NES on screen at once. But this one does something a little different. I thought it did. It doesn't. No, it doesn't. Hang on. Not that one. Oh, that's just a full palette. Okay. So you're not supposed to have that many colors on screen at once, right? So they were doing some tricky stuff with that. Those scan lines were clearly visible. The scan lines, yes. That's a resolution thing. So it's interlaced, yes, but it's still at 30 frames. Here we go. Okay, this one is a little different because this one just kind of goes insane a little bit. I did not write this code, mind you. This code is not mine, but this is all running on a standard NES console. It wasn't designed to do this. It was not designed to do this at all. But someone figured out how. And yeah, it's trippy, and it's probably destroying my bitrate right now. But yeah, so this uses a lot of self-modifying code, and some other crap, some like timing of the scan lines and all that kind of crap. It'll do crazy things on a CRT. It would look mostly like this on a CRT. It should look just like this on a CRT, actually, unless the CRT is like crapping out on you. This looks a lot like the SVGA.GPU, just in case anyone was refers to. What? Hyperdimensional travel, yeah. The color shifting should make it wobble and stuff, right? I mean, if the TV isn't that good, sure. Anyway. EB anime background. Alright, so what was I doing here? Oh, I remember now. I need to work on the sound crap. Alright, so there's two parts to this sound thing. So I need to get it from the text file that I apparently broke, however long ago, and I forgot about that, I guess. Did I even have... I don't even think I had Git there. I did! Okay, never mind. Alright, so I'll work on it over here then. Yeah. So let's go ahead and grab, let's see, this guy here. My TV can even handle CSS transitions. Why aren't they officially part of the HBB TV? HBB? Do you mean HD TV? Excuse me. Yeah, new TVs are just like freaking Android computers. I don't think I agree with that though. It's my last Oreo. It's my last one. It's making me sad. Alright. Got new music. We can get rid of these other ones in here. I will enjoy every bite, every single bite. Hybrid broadcast broadband television. What? What? I don't like the concept of smart TVs because it's a bunch of BS I don't want. Much better to have your own media. I 100% agree on that one. 100%. I will stop consuming that. Every addict ever. Yeah. Basically means that you watch TV on air and through the same channel that gives you your TV content. You also get basic JavaScript-based applications. Yeah, I don't like smart TVs at all. I just want a dumb TV. I just want a TV that will display what I send to it. That's it. I do not want my TV hooked up to the internet. Period. It doesn't need it. It doesn't need to be hooked up to the internet. I will hook up my computer to the TV and hook my computer up to the internet. That's different. My TV itself is not getting an internet connection. I refuse to give it one. My TV does not also need a camera and microphone. You don't need it. Yeah. My TV's in the other room. I do not have cable because I don't care. It's collecting dust. The only thing I've used it for recently is some NES stuff, and I've got an Atari 2600 somewhere that I used for it as well. Used it for. Just write an Netflix line for the NES. Yeah, that'll go well. Nothing like an IoT backdoor in the living. Yeah, right? Like, I don't get it. Like, who? Why? Like that, and like the Echo and the Google Home and crap. It's like, why are you bringing that stuff right into your home? Why? That's just a big red flag for me. It's like, no, In fact, my father. So back when he was in college, or before that, actually, he used to work as a TV repair guy. So he'd go into people's houses and fix their TVs back when like they had tubes and crap in them, right? Or maybe like the just right after they had tubes in them or something. Anyway, this is one old guy that like was paranoid. It's like a crazy old guy kind of, right? Like tinfoil hat kind of conspiracy theorist. That was convinced, absolutely convinced that his TV that the government was spying on him through his TV. And my father's like, no, it's just, there's no camera in the TV. It's just, stop it, old man. Now, however, we are gladly like, oh, there's a camera in that TV. Get it into my living room right now. Hang on. What happened? Connect my lights to the internet? No. Just wait until the required data comes along. Yeah. No, That's the point. No, that's not even the point. I don't even have. I don't. Like I said, I don't have cable. I do not have. I don't want cable. They've tried to sell it to me. I told them no. Go pound tar. Yeah, Generation Facebook giving our data voluntarily. Yeah, I've deleted my Facebook. I no longer have one. I thought it was a good idea to have an IPTV camera in the living room to monitor the cats, but those things are unsecured. Oh, fun! I think my TV is on and it speaks to me when I turn it on. And if you hook up your TV to the network, control your own DNS server and get ready to run an HTTP proxy. Yes, or just don't hook up a TV to the internet. Internet of toilets. Yeah. I hate the Internet of Things trend. I hate it so much. Excel, how you doing? It's the need to merchandise. I hate it though. I cannot stand that I don't know, obsession with companies to just, oh, that thing needs internet because I said so. Like, light bulbs do not need to be connected to the internet. It's just, you do not need Wi-Fi enabled light bulbs. No. Everyone walks around with a smartphone. Yeah, well. That doesn't mean I like this thing. Whoop. I have to be careful there, because I've got notifications from... Okay. That does not mean I like this thing. I hate this thing, actually. I hate this thing. Like, I only want it to, make calls and, like, texts and whatever. That's all I really want it to do. I mean, it's nice that, like, I can have apps on it and stuff, but that's not what I want a phone for, you know? I hate what it's become. I really do. But, yeah, here we are. My dishwasher phone's home. Eventually I blocked it. Your dishwasher phone's home? I don't even have a dishwasher. If I ever make home automation, that stuff will be offline. It's its own local Ethernet network, not connected to anything. I mean, yeah. So I've thought about like making home automation stuff, but like homegrown home automation, right? So something that I've personally programmed, but I haven't because I don't want to. The automation that I have a line of switches over here that control my lights, for instance. Like this is my automation. Like I hit a switch and a light turns off or on. You know, that's what I like. Is just, you know, the click click and then that's that. No internet. It's just power. You know. There was an interesting panel at Chaos Computer Congress when they randomly pinged IPs all over the world for open VNC connection. Sort of. Yeah, that stuff is scary, what's on the internet that should not be on the internet. My phone does everything great, but make phone calls. Really? Apparently okay with selling my privacy with the ability to browse Reddit while pooping. Yeah. Yeah, I do like my Wi-Fi in that. On my Bluetooth. What, in your dishwasher? Can do a lot of cool things with networking, but constantly being online is not something you want ever. Exactly, yeah. So I'm out of water. I'm gonna go get some more water. Don't go anywhere, yeah? I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Room must have actually better security than some financial... I would not be surprised. I really wouldn't. And that's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. I wasn't controlling them, I was just curious about what we were doing when we weren't home. What? Oh, the cat cameras? Yeah, Shodan. Yeah, that site is actually pretty cool. I like making things less dumb, not IoT smart. I like setting up switches and configurations, the ability to set a TV to a computer screen. Yeah, without the need to connect to the internet. That's the key point in that is just keep it off the internet. Fine with, you know, complexity and whatnot. Like if you were to see my setup here, it is one of the most complicated things in the world. And it half works, honestly. But I've got all kinds of things hooked up into other things, and like I have a VCR over here that's hooked up into my setup, so I can actually like. Actually, my VCR is what's is what the Famicom is plugged into, but yeah, so I can actually capture the output from the VCR or the Famicom and all that kind of stuff with just like the press of a button or two, you know. And at one point, I don't think it's set up right now. But I've also got another computer off screen. Yeah, VHS movie nights? Maybe. I mean, I might have some VHSs. I'll have to check. I mean, I've got like home movie stuff. That's why I have it for. I'm not showing that on stream, that's for sure. But I mean, I could capture output from another computer and pipe it through my stuff here and pipe the sound around. Because, you know, I've got plenty of inputs for that. But yeah, my point is, I'm okay with the complexity and automation and things and making things less dumb, but keeping them off the internet is key. Make sure your zip ties are tight, crazy. No, actually, I don't have any zip ties at all. I do not want to use zip ties. If anything, I'm using twist ties. Will this come on screen? Like here, I have a twist tie for these cables. This is a cable for one of my controllers. But twist ties are easy to undo and rearrange and all that kind of stuff. Only make your own automation with assembly. Yeah, I don't know about that. Because that would require me doing hardware for it, and that's not my field. I'm not very good at that. Alright, wait, build ignore. Oh. Oh, because, okay, yeah. That's the old one. Yeah, I'm not very good at that. Alright, so let's see what this thing is doing. So I'm gonna do one of these. Code NES music engine music convert. Go build. And solder iron. Yeah, I have a solder iron. I need to get better at my soldering skills, but I have one. All right, LS back there. Music convert. What is the big M that it's trying to get? I have no idea. Oops. There we go. So one thing I wasn't planning on, really, was having more than one song in a file. I knew it was possible, but I didn't, like, plan that. And we're gonna close out that one. Just keep that open for now. And here. You know what? No, let's get that open in its own window. Okay. So I need some extra abstraction for, like, the tracks. So there's 4 tracks here. There's the start menu track, there's the 2 in-game tracks, and then there's the game over track. So I need a way to, like, differentiate between these guys. And I also need to fix the patterns, apparently. Like, I don't remember how I broke that, but I guess I did. War games, I have not. Yeah, slash life. As long as it's relevant, and not a virus. Yeah, okay, let me have a look at... Let me close out of that. What did I change, and why did I change it? That's gonna get reverted. Yeah, reset that. What is this? Convert... What? Channel order... Oh, no. I haven't committed in forever, have I? Oh, jeez. Last time I committed was a month ago. A month ago. Viruses are relevant. Well, I mean, it's true. Wow. That's a teeny tiny little guy, isn't it? Itty bitty. Nice. Are these like in the bases of light bulbs or something, or in the sockets or something? So what you're saying is that we would internet enable the NES. I mean, that'd be an interesting project. Just posting viruses in assembly for learning purposes. So, the NES actually had, at one point, a planned accessory for North America. There was a modem, a dial-up modem for the NES. It eventually was canned, however, because Nintendo didn't want a lottery system on the NES. It was a lottery ROM and a modem, so people could play the lottery in their home on the NES for one state. I forget the state, but that fell through, so they didn't end up doing that. In the light switches, okay. Lighting itself is connected to the mains. I can afford an ESP32 there. Gotcha. ESP. I don't know what it is. Is that what that was? Is that what was in the picture? The ESP32. Okay, so I don't remember like what these changes actually were. So we're gonna stash all of that. I stashed everything. So we're gonna recompile this. and see how it breaks. That's a DA14580. Okay, I don't know what that is. What is this? What is the... Huh? Son of a... I don't even remember how I broke it like this. I don't remember what I was doing. At all. At all. Wakes up a light switch press, on a light switch press and then eats microamps to nanoamps. Okay. That's not bad. ESP32 is a UC with Wi-Fi. IP stack is popular among hobbyists. Okay. Basically, I have high-energy light switches running on tiny poly cells, which need to be recharged twice a year. That's not bad. Alright, so these are the verbose printouts for a row. For a row, and all of the channels on that row. No, I'm gonna reset that. Or, I can't reset the file that was created. Delete the file. Yep. Stash pop. I try not to on stream. I try not to because I have the... I don't have mature set, but I mean I don't have any filters on the chat. Okay. Constance event. So I need to get into the Wi-Fi stack though, so I can remote control for my cell phone. I'm lazy though. Alright. To do, I'll leave this. Okay. I remove those. To add that. There's a note, stuff in the note. Replace all? Replace all. Oh god, whatever. Why do I have replace alls in there? Why am I doing replaces for the note stuff? Oh, I know why. That's fine. That's fine in there. That's to get the actual note value. Yeah. And flat to sharp. That breaks things. A flat is not the same as A sharp. Because A sharp is B flat, right? Lazy is not a negative attribute if you're still productive. You find lazy ways to accomplish the same. So I had a teacher once that that told me, be lazy but efficient. Lazy but efficient. That blind archer, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Still better off than with the 433 MHz wireless wall plugged interfering with the headphones. What? So this... How much work did I do on this, like, that I didn't commit? Because holy crap. Because that's a big jump from this... Oops. To... Yeah. So we have... So this is the before, right? And here's the after. That's a big jump. And it's broken. Because of course it is. We're just gonna start committing things and just say, lol, I don't know what I did. There we go. A sharp is the same note as B flat, but in music harmony, which context is written. Yeah. Downside, it's actually an amateur radio band which civilian applications are allowed to use while now interrupting amateur radio. Oh, jeez. Thank you, my message. How you doing? A classy Walrus? Classy Walrus, how you doing? Yeah, this isn't on GitHub, so I'm not caring too much. That, and I don't remember what I did, so I'm gonna have to, like, try and piece it together and whatever, but I need, like, a place to be like, okay, this is what I started at today. If I screw things up, I know where I can rewind to, so that's what that is. Untitled text. Why is that untitled? This one's going away. We're just gonna delete that. Delete that. Not interrupting. Oh, okay. Alright, so far I got the bad apple things. Why do I have an untitled as well? What is this untitled? I don't even know. So it's going to go away. Delete the file. Yes. There we go. Okay. So now I have somewhere to start, I guess. Okay, so let's have a look at the pattern stuff, because that's what's generating... Well, first off, it's not generating that. It's generating these! So these, where are these coming from? I need to find out. Oh, that's for each song. Oh, no. Song.asm. That shouldn't be all of them, no. That should be only one of them. Song.go. Parse song file name. That should be named like parse songs. Like that. I should probably rename this too, so. But what? Whatever. Section? Oh, sections, okay. Parse lines. Parse header. Okay, there's the song stuff. Documentation plus memos, solutions for people who don't use memory palace techniques? Oh, great memory. If I didn't take notes, I'd kick myself. Yeah, I don't take good notes. Yeah, Clearverse usually does, doesn't he? Well, he doesn't, like, have a schedule up or anything like that, so, like, I never know when he's programming or anything, and, like, he has no panels or whatever, so there's, like, no information on that, like, on his stream. I don't know. I don't even think he sets a category, honestly. Like, I don't think I ever see him in, Science and Tech. So I don't even know how I found him at first. Alright. Parse songs. Alright, so I'm going to split out the ASM a little bit. So this right here is going to be split out. I'm not doing that one. Well, instead, funk s songs, ASM meta data. So this is going to be the instruments and the title, author, all that stuff, as well as the macros and instruments. That's all it's going to be. It's not going to be the tracks. The tracks will be their own thing. Yeah. Return fmt dot sprint f. Oh no, this needs to be ASM SYN equals syntax CA 65. And then title's like for the whole thing, isn't it? Right? I thought I still had it open. Do I not have it open? I guess I closed it. Okay. Ignore one. Well, we can put it here, I guess. Oh, that's not even filled in. Alright, well. Title, author, copyright. Comment. And then let's do the macros, and then instruments. Oops. Syllable abbreviations, names, and seed thoughts are helping with memory. Okay. I forget a bunch of abbreviations when it's just first letters. Yeah, abbreviations I am terrible with. Terrible with. My memorization is garbage. Not gonna lie. Macros.asm. Because I hope that has it does. Good, okay. As well as instruments.asm. You know what? No, we're gonna keep that over there. You know what? These actually need to be comments. Okay. Song macros instruments. 49. Oh. You know, maybe I should have changed that. Let me not change this one. 231. That's better. Okay, so what do we get? Alright. Oh, author forgot the thing. Someone goes, what? Arpeggio, pitch. What are these? Oh, these are the okay. Got it. I got it. High pitch, nothing. Duty, nothing. Alright. Alright, so this should all work. This part, anyway. Let me go ahead and... Well, let's look at there for a second. I didn't like that. Okay. Songs ASM track index at that string. If index, you know, let's no. If index is less than 0 or index is greater than length of s dot tracks. Nice one. Return. You know, let's just do that instead. You know what? No, I can throw an assert here. Or not an assert, but an error for CS65, can't I? So, like, if I eventually put this in the pipeline, I can drop in an error that the assembler will see and print out, and then stop the assembly. Error. Force an assembly error. The assembler will output an error message preceded by user error. Assembly is continued, but no object will be generated. This command might be used to check for initial conditions. Must be before sends. Yeah, okay, this works. Invalid index. Invalid track index. To ASM track. Otherwise, I'm going to return s dot tracks at index dot ASM. Oh, that's I want that print line songs dot ASM track 0, just the first track. All right, so let's see what this did. I'll fix that. That's cool. Down here, and things start to break. Okay. So now I'm going to comment out the metadata stuff. Oops. Because that stuff works, so we're just not going to worry about it right now. Instead, we're just going to worry about the tracks that are broken. Okay. Why is it? Does it still? Why does it still print that out? It shouldn't, because that should be just metadata. It should print out that, sure. But it should be printing out the other stuff. Oh, that's part of the track. Never mind, because this is the name of the thing. Title screen. Speed, tempo, rows, yada yada yada. I'm an idiot. And that's printing out this guy here. Alright. Things in the track collection. Wait a minute, does this song? Wait a minute. Oh, it uses the track collection. Okay. Okay. So it doesn't use this one. Instead, it uses one for this object. What, down here somewhere? This one. This is the one it's using. Okay. See, here's the name, speed, tempo, rows, and all that kind of stuff. Okay. All right. IDX orders, no, IDX patterns, these guys here. No. Word space new line 1 2 3 4 dot word. Like that. Orders. Alright, so we got rows, the number of rows, then it's the patterns. So this is going to be new line, space, 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 word space. Okay. There we go. 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 C and D. Cool. Oh, because that removes duplicates. What? What? Wait a minute. Oh, jeez. 1 2 3 4 5. Wait a minute. Hang on. That one's got nothing in it, so I can ignore the last one entirely. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess 10. I should reduce that though, shouldn't it have? I mean, it's only. Oh, whatever. Doesn't matter. I also need to implement these guys, by the way. So what these are the go to pattern XYZ. So this is go to pattern 00, I think. So it just repeats the same pattern again. I think. So this one and this one repeat the same pattern, pattern 0, while the pulse and the noise do not. Until the end. Yeah. At any rate, I'm still missing the pattern IDs on these guys. So that's cool. So that's in patterns. Join patterns. Text patterns, pivoted. Unique, no. Patterns, here. Unique. Oh, this doesn't have the... These patterns don't have the ID on them, do they? They have an ID. It returns an index, though. Why didn't I change anything? Hello, Woody Weasel! The project is going alright. I mean, kind of. I've broken things, and I guess it doesn't want to cooperate. So that's cool. I thought this function was over here, but I guess it's not. Unique, where's unique? Here, I get patterns. Just patterns. I don't see it dates. Okay, they're in there. Why? Why do I have these two in different sounds? Aren't probably right. Okay, so I have two loops to do the exact same freaking thing. Why do I have them separate? Didn't matter. Right? Probably. Shoot. ID string equals that. Okay, let's try that. Oh, did I not reassemble that or recompile? That's probably why. That's probably why. Okay, that's better. Wow. Okay. So let's go back over here and go back over to main, not macro, main, uncomment that, so we get that stuff back. Alright, and let's drop this into the engine and see what it sounds like. My lights flickered again, I don't like that. Other than if you don't, of course. Alright. Music data, that's what needs to be changed. Whoops. Music engine. No. Convert out.text to music data.asm. It didn't overwrite anything. It should have overwritten something. I don't think it prompted me to overwrite. That's what happened. It didn't prompt me to overwrite. That's what happened. Alright. Sound macros volume undefined. What is it actually called? Sound index macro volume. Okay. Engine 4499. What? There's no S on that. No S on that, that's why. That's why I was broken. Okay. 481. Sound like of instruments. That is really called sound index instruments. Song A undefined. Right, because I don't have... So that's gonna have to be like. So it's looking for essentially this here, but this is only for a single song. And I've got 4 of them now. I have 4 separate songs that I need to be able to load in individually. Shoot. I'm gonna do this. What is song A? What is that looking for actually? What is 344? Sound pointer sequence. Trailer data, sequence data. Okay. So that's looking for this data here. Okay. AS0 undefined. Those are notes. What? Music data. Yes, those are notes. You know, let's line. Wait a minute, what? Pattern 6. Instrument 10. Anner, how you doing? I'm like, I want to say hi. Hello. Welcome, Anner. Anner, I broke things. I broke things and I don't know how to fix them. I think I need to redesign a bunch of this. Okay. Oh, so I finally actually got the real music that I commissioned. So let me actually let me bring that up and play it. So this is title screen music. Up a little bit. So I had commissioned this music from an artist, and I got it today. So this is music that will be playing on the title screen. I also have 2 tracks for in-game music, and I also have a game over thing. So this is the title screen. Here's level music 1. Yeah, right. It sounds like loads better than what I could do. Battletoad vibes. I'm okay with that. Yeah, right. But yeah, so I'm working on like fixing my code so I can actually play this. And I hadn't touched the code in a while, and I'm discovering that it's more broken than I thought it was. Yeah, so it started looping again. So yeah, it's loopable music. It loops nicely. Because it's just gonna be playing on loop on the thing. So this is the second in-game music. Yeah! So, yeah, now I just have to figure out how to, like, get it working in the game. Because, like, apparently my code is broken on so many levels that I barely know where to start. So I'm starting with the title screen music. I'm working with that because that's the shortest one. And in theory, the simplest. Excuse me. In theory, the shortest and simplest, you know? Back chasing, but yeah, it's a big pain. Big pain in the butt. Especially when I, like, don't remember what I did a month ago. So, yeah. So here's the game over. So this happens when you die. This is a little longer than the title screen. But yeah, so I've got those. Well, that I need to figure out how to implement. Sad music is sad. Well, I mean, this is like game over music, so you're supposed to be sad at this point. But yeah. So I just got this stuff today, which is fantastic. What's not so fantastic is that my music code is broken, like I said, on multiple levels. Like, apparently, this uses notes that don't exist, I guess? I don't know. Yeah, so that's a thing. That's number one. I need to figure out, like, what those notes are supposed to be. Like, C1 doesn't exist. Like, I don't know what that means. Like, C2 exists. So, does that mean my note table is wrong? Probably. Probably. In fact, can I export text? No. Create NSF. Assembly source. Not over there, though. Can I... Oh, there we go. That's what happened. Okay, there it is. There it is. Like, we're good. We're good. Okay, I found the thing again. So there, and then... there. And... somewhere. Nope. Okay. Alright. So this is the raw assembly that's actually exported from Family Tracker. And now that, like, I actually understand what a lot of this stuff is, it's tempting just to use this, honestly. Because these are, you know, your instrument stuff. And I think this is actually documented somewhere. Here's the sequences. I don't know what this stuff actually means, though. Yeah. But these are like all the sequences, I think. It's got the sequence, like the chip type in there as well. Sample list, samples, song list, song info. So you know what? I might actually read up on this format instead, and implement this format. So then I'd still be writing my own engine, but I won't be writing the intermediate code for this stuff, which I think is all right. I think I can live with that. If so, that won't be on stream, I don't think. Yeah. Frames. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, song 1, frame 1. Is that what that is? Song 0 frames. 2 frames. That's the orders then. Yes. And each one has only got 2. Yeah. Song 0, pattern 0, channel 0. Okay. Yeah. So I'm actually understanding more of this now, now that I've actually gone through the trouble of trying to re-implement some of it. And this is all making a lot more sense than when I looked at it before. Let me... set sin equals yay 65. It goes. Channel 0, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's only like 700 lines of data too. That's not much. That's not bad. Stores the music data and samples in text format that can be used with the driver sources for say 65 for more flexible than the bin option. Yes. I need the driver source. This one over here, there. Where do I get the driver source? Do I get that like over here? Tasty Dude, how you doing? You know, I might be able to help, I don't know. Oh, here it goes, NSF driver source. Let's extract that to somewhere. Where are we putting that? No, not over there. Not over there either. Over here. And in that folder. Okay. Extract. Struggling to make an 8-bit sound effect. With good BFXR? I mean, I know the guy that I commissioned for music. For this stuff. Oops. Do you mean that? Or do you mean like, I don't know, something else? You looking for, like a plugin to a DAW? Or are you looking for samples, or what you looking for? Because depending on what you're looking for, the answer will be different. A loud buzzing sound? So just like... something like that? If I've ever played Balloon Fight when I hit a star. I don't think so. I don't think I've played... I have played it, but I don't remember the sound for it. Is it like a little jingle kind of thing? I mean, I don't know. Open up a DAW and just... Family Feud wrong buzzer. Get wrong answer. Let's see. You can't even hear those. But like just a square wave kind of thing? noises. What instrument are these? 1? BFXR is a tool where you take different sound waves and manipulate them. Ah, I've never used it. Never used it. Sorry, I can't help you there. Yeah, I'm not sure I can help you there. I apologize. Make sound effects for your games, BFXR. I don't know. Why does this page require Adobe Flash to view? Goodness gracious. Ton of sliders. I mean, I've used what's it? Rack software. So like, actually, I wonder if I want this to work. It just needs again. Excuse me. Oh, I don't have anything open, do I? What is this even? What? Synth? There we go. And it crashed. Never mind, I guess I can't show you that. Well, oh well. Thank you. But yeah, I can't help you out with that program because I've never used it. So sorry. Well, if you drop that in, on Discord, I'll have a look at it later. What was it? Oh yeah, so I was looking for the source for this guy over here. The NSF driver. There's a lot of stuff in there. Sets and equals, yay, 65. Update the instrument for channel X. I would consider storing the sequence addresses variables in the inner page. Volume. Alright, so this has, alright. Why is that broken? Oh, because there's a tab there. That's why. Alright. Relative fixed absolute arpeggio. Alright, yeah. This is something I'll have to look at off stream, I think. Also, why rotate? Why don't you do a just a plain shift so you don't get garbage back on the other end of it? Goodness, I do not like how this code is laid out. Like an RTS right up against something else. I don't like that. And the random friggin' tabs in places. Macro release sequence pointer. I don't have that coded in. That's cool. Release sequence pointer. Release sequence pointer. Sequence. Instrument release. Oh, it's just a macro that just dumps those then. Sequence plus the wave channel, pointer. There. normal instruction. Alright, so it does use opcodes, I guess, like I'm using as well. But they do it properly, I guess. They do it properly with this. Alright. Instrument pointers. So loading up the instruments. Okay. This is macro, isn't it? That's macro. Used to load instrument envelopes. Again with the friggin' space there. Or tab in there. No legal, do not touch anything. I don't like how he uses the anonymous labels everywhere. I don't particularly like that. There's good music, no. Yeah. Alright, so I'll probably read through this to get an idea of the format. And incorporate that into my own. Goodness, yeah. Yeah, I'll read this later, I think. Music tells the compiler that include the song data files. Make sure the music bin and samples bin is okay. That option is the ASM export. This will export the music data as a text file instead, which will be assembled by A65. This option has some advantages if custom matrix switching is required, or if DPCM samples need to be moved, for example. There's also a flag that tells the source if the music data needs to be relocated. Okay. Expansion hardware. Additional info. If you want to look at the driver S. Driver S? Tab step is 4 to do Sunsoft and Sunsoft support multiple chips, no bugs. Okay. Similar code switches. Bank switch, okay. Enable this to include the users. Don't want those. Alright. Pairs must be in 0 page. Can I define more than a segment more than once? Is that a thing I can do? Like if I oops, over here. So I defined a 0 page there. What happens if I go down here? Does that work? Can I do that? I guess I can. I didn't know that. I can define multiple 0 pages. Or multiple segments, rather. I could probably use that. I think. Not that one. I could probably use that. Alright, everything's still broken, but I mean... Yeah, these are, the symbols are broken on it. So these notes essentially don't exist in my table? Yeah. I'll have to figure that out, I suppose. I mean, there are a lot of the same error, essentially. So all these are, hey, this symbol isn't defined, so that's a note. A sharp, octave 0. It's not defined into a number. Same thing for G1 undefined, and then G1 is defined is used on these other lines as well. So this is the same error essentially. So if I fix the top one, the other 4 go away. And all these are the same type of error. A note isn't defined, essentially. That's all that is. That's all that is. Yeah. Yeah. So I think I will use their assembly export and parse that. Yeah. I mean, I might change it up a bit and like remove some things from it, like the the 5th channel, which I am not using at all. So like for instance, each of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 has a 5th channel on every single one, right? So that's an extra 2 bytes for every single frame that it's using. Because these are all addresses, right? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. That's 18 bytes just wasted. Because I mean, that channel, there's nothing in that channel. I don't want to export that. I don't want that channel in the data, essentially, right? So I'll probably do that by hand, I think. Yeah, I'll probably do that by hand. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna call it for tonight. I didn't get much done, but I know what I need to do. And it's a lot of reading. It's a lot of figuring things out, and figuring out what I want to do for certain things. But yeah, so let's see who else is live, so we can go say hi to him. Let's see. Oh, we could. It's been a while since I've rated him. Is he even, like, in Science and Tech? No. Famous, what gives? Oh, he does! Wait a minute. Why did I not see him, then? Twitch, why are you doing this to me, Twitch? Why is Twitch garbage? This is Twitch's fault, I guess. Oh yeah, okay, he's just at the bottom there. Alright, never mind. He doesn't have any panels though. But yeah, let's go say hi to him. We haven't said hi to Clearvouse in a while. Because increment, yeah, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, come say hi with me. I'll be back on Saturday. Infinite Nest Lives, how you doing? Welcome, but I'm bolting. I'm heading off. But hello, how you doing? Come with me to say hi to Clearvouse. Clearvouse? How do you say his name? Clearvouse? Clearvouse? I don't know. Been here and there. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Appreciate that. So yeah, I'll see you guys on Saturday. There is a movie night on Saturday, by the way. We're watching... I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, I think is the first one, and John Wick 2. Details will be in Discord for that. Yeah. See you next time. Bye.